Your newest report is called What End Users Want. What does that mean?
What end users want. This is a project that we started actually for a client, an architectural firm, had asked us to do some research to find out a little bit more about what end facilities look for and use to decide on one firm over the other. And it was for all types of facility, hospitals, government, educational facilities. And we actually, our client decided that they weren't necessarily interested in that, but we proceeded with the research.
Has this kind of research been done in the past?
To our knowledge, we haven't seen any research like that. That's what makes it so unique. It was a survey where we did both a mail and web component because this market is very difficult to reach. And we have found through our experience that mail with web access is the best way to reach those people.
What do you think are some of the surprising findings from this research?
Oh gosh, there's a lot of interesting information here. I think first and foremost, it showed me that these facilities are hiring these types of firms on a very frequent basis. They hire them a lot for things that they cannot get internally. So if they might have an architect or an engineer on staff, they hire these services outside when they have a particular need, that they have a project that maybe they can't get all this information from.
What types of architectural and engineering services are you referring to in this report?
We listed several different types of services. I don't want to go through all of them, but we did test for like pre and post design services, lighting services, security services, all different types of services that they might get from an architect and engineering firm. This report can go to any size firm, large or small, because there's so much information in there. There's over 130 architect firms mentioned in there, and there's information that can serve any size architectural firm.
So for an architectural or engineering firm reading this report, what can they tangibly take away from this?
I think one of the interesting things that I found is in this business-to-business marketplace, it is so complex that over 60% of the people surveyed said they were only involved in one phase of that architect and engineering service review. So there's tons of people involved in this process, which makes the decision and your penetration of that market that much more difficult.
What were some of the assumptions or misconceptions that this report helps dispel?
A lot of the conception is the bigger the firm you are, the more familiarity you have with that marketplace, but we just found that wasn't necessarily so. That there are a lot of small to medium-sized firms that maybe have experience and familiarity with some of the facility types, depending on what type of facility it is.
Who is the most appropriate target for this research report?
This research report is targeted to both architect and engineering firms, and like we talked about, a variety of sizes. Could be a small or a large firm. Anyone who's interested in marketing their services to, like I said, facilities, educational facilities, hospitals, governments, office buildings.
And how is this report being made available to them?
This report is available currently for $250. We can just send you the report, or we can also provide some additional services if you are interested. We can present the report to you with all the findings, as well, either at your office in front of your professionals in your office, or we can do it on a webinar, or we also could provide additional assistance in helping to interpret that information and provide how to better penetrate that marketplace.